Hi, friends. How are you this evening? I hope everyone's doing well. Hi, Nancy. I hope you're doing well. Yes, I seem to have some internet issues again, but they should be resolved. Hopefully, tonight will be a good night. We found out what the source of our internet problems were, and our phone line. We didn't have a phone line all weekend. Mice. Mice had gotten into the wire box. Go figure. Last week was grasshopper pests. This week it's mice. I hope next week it's something boring. Anyway, my name's Cheryl Wright, and welcome to Mystery Stamping. Let's go ahead and get started. You'll notice my color combination is a little bit familiar if you watched last Thursday. Let me go ahead and get this going. I hadn't had an opportunity to put it away, and I thought, oh, you know what? This is going to work. I did choose a different stamp set, but you just get to see the variety that I can make with products. I don't know why this is just not lining up. I guess we'll go ahead and go with it. Just a reminder. Oh, I'm sorry you're still in the hospital, Nancy. I hope you get well soon. We don't like having our people in the hospital. Anyway, yes, hopefully soon you can bust out of there. All right, extra 10% off Stampin' Bundles. So I'm using a different one tonight that qualifies. And the machines are 10% off. And like I said, the little blue one is your best bet. If you are looking for something economical, this is the best bet. It doesn't do all the large dies, but it does the majority of them. And if it's still available, it is the best priced one. Anyway, that's all I have for that. So let's go ahead and get on to mystery stamping. Like I said, you might recognize the color combo. I know. I had it out. It looks good. So let's see what we have. We have cardstock A at 4 1/4 by 11, cardstock B at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, DSP 2 7/8 by 3 7/8, a DSP or cardstock circle die 2 3/4 the diameter and cut 2 of those. I just went with white, but you could go with whatever combination you want when you see what we're doing. And white, a 1/2 inch by 2 1/4. This is for your sentiment. So if you need to do something different with your sentiment. Wow, my internet is not doing well. Let me text my husband. And we're the only two home. I don't know if he changed it over or what. I don't know. Kind of sad when I can't even do a video. And then the internet was out this morning again. So anyway, this is what we're doing. So here we go. That's the list if you need to take a screenshot. They're always found on my Facebook page. To find any of my things, go ahead and go to my link tree. I'll bring this down here and you can see it's just Linktree /Cheryl Wright or /Cheryl Wright. So I was organizing again today. Someday it's going to be perfect. I have no idea when that day is going to be. So we're going to score this at 5 1/2 per usual. There we go. This is a fairly simple card. And a friend of mine did it the other day, and I thought, oh, I can do this as my mystery stamping. Then I can show y'all where I got it from. All right. And you can either have it go vertical or you can have it go horizontal, whichever you prefer. Now this is going to fit on here, but it's going to just have a very small margin. And if you want it to have a larger margin, you can cut it smaller. This could also be a piece of designer series paper, or we could run it through the die cut machine. Not the die cut, the embossing machine. Maybe we'll emboss it, add some more detail to it. Let's see what we have here. I'm thinking flowers. That's the little one. I hope these are current. This one's current. That might work. It just looks big and boring at this particular moment. We'll try this one. So I'm going to emboss mine. You don't have to emboss yours, but I'm going to emboss mine. Ugh. So there you have it. Just going to run this through really, really quick. My emboss machine. I have like this change of having this right next to me. That's been a good change. My craft room. Somebody asked me if I would do a tour of my craft room someday, and yes, I will do a tour of my craft room someday when it's clean. Is this going to work? This doesn't feel like it's going to work. Okay, what am I doing wrong? 1 and the 4. Oh, this one was underneath it. So it was much more than 1 and 4. It was a 1, a 3, and a 4. There we go. It had to make sense. Okay, so I embossed this. This is something you could emboss if you chose to. I used this new eyelet die or embossing folder. There. Just add a little more detail to our card. So go ahead and put this on here using whatever adhesive you choose. I still haven't decided which way I want mine to go. So this is going to have a very, very narrow border. Very narrow. All right. Then this piece I had listed as a DSP. And of course, you know, you can substitute whatever you want. I think I'm going to do mine at an angle. I'm just going to dry layer it right now. And then these two you can put on here like such, or if we make it a long way, if we make it horizontal. However, these are going to just go on like so. I'm going to do some stamping on these right now, and that is our embellishment, our die, our tag. All right, I am using the translucent florals tonight, and there are dies that go with it, and it is on the bundle sale, so you can get them. Honestly, I did not ink this up until today. Look at this. So we're going to grab that. I still have a couple stamps that I have not put away from previous ones. I know. I'm working on it. It rained today, so I got to do some odds and ends in the craft room. That was good. So I made some masks already and cut them out. Oops, well, that mask is not going, I mean, it'll still be effective, but this masking paper is kind of thin when you don't get it right. So there we have it. There we have that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this really pretty one. And I'm going to use, oh, sorry. Hi, Marion. I'm going to use the Pretty in Pink. It matches. Matchy, matchy. So we're going to do that one on here. And then we're going to do feel like I need to do something with the peach pie. So we are going to make a peach pie flower. Now, even though this has a die set that goes with it, I'm not planning on using the dies tonight. Keeping it simple, says the person that had to hurry up and emboss the paper after she got started. All right, I am going to use, well, I'm going to keep those out. I'm going to use the Shy Shamrock for a leaf. Oh, I just stuck my thumb in it. I'm having the worst time with sticking my finger in things. Today I dropped the block in the ink when I was making my masks. So I think I'm going to stamp off on these. So first of all, I'm going to put the masks in on here. Just cover it up. I actually really like that peach pie one. And then I just thought I would give it a leaf or two. I am going to use a scrap paper. This earlier was coming out very, very bold. So let's see. Yes, I think I want a little less bold for the leaves. I'm just going to put one there. And this one will do the same. I'll go the other way. Maybe we'll just have one leaf on this one. And then I am going to grab the single leaf also and layer it up. Let's see here. Glenda says, hello, Cheryl. Hope you're doing well and getting along. It's hot and windy here. Ooh. Oh, I'm glad. Glenda and I had, I messed up, and so I sent her an extra package, more than she was thinking. And that is totally fine. We are getting rain. My husband emptied the gauge because I think it stopped. But we ended up with almost an inch of rain, which we are so thankful for. Very, very thankful. We needed it and we got it. So hopefully we will move on with the farming in a little better shape than we were a week ago. We had grasshoppers. My son's crop did get some hail on it the other night. Not fun, but we're going to move forward. So there are my cards. Now this one, I'm going to put, you're the best. You can put whatever you want. And if you need to make a bigger tag, you're very welcome to do that as well. So yes, very lucky, very thankful that we ended up with some rain. Not thankful for the hail, but it wasn't enough that my son's crop should come out of it okay. I'm trying to think what color I want to use for this. Kind of leaning towards the orange, which is very surprising. I've used this orange more than I thought it was going to because I am not an orange person. But the pink, it's just got so much orange. We're going to go with the orange. I know. Well, we've had our share of wind. Definitely had our share of wind. The other night during the storm, we had gusts of about 67 miles an hour is what our wind gauge recorded. I can't see where I'm going with this. So I'm going to look at it from the end. There, at least I hit the paper. Oh, look at that. I didn't do half bad. Yeah, 67 miles an hour. That was when that storm hit that had the hail. There's a tornado just north of us. Now, when we get tornadoes, they're not the kind that you get in the Midwest. Usually we have had some humdingers in years past, but this year was just that was a small funnel cloud that barely touched down. So I did not hear of any damage. That does not mean that there wasn't any. I just didn't hear of any. So you can put this down whichever way you want it. I like mine, I think, just a little bit crooked. I'm into a little bit crooked today, I guess. And so just go ahead and add your adhesive. And I should have fixed this edge before. My paper trimmer got a little too, made a ridge. All right, now do I want to go like this? Kind of like it this way, maybe. And then you're the best. What do you think of that? Or, like I said, we could go horizontally. I think if I did that, I should have put that leaf on the other side. We could go horizontal and do it that way. What do you think? Should we do horizontal or vertical? Which do you prefer? Lock in your votes now. Thank you, Lisa. Good to see you out here. All right. This is the vertical. No, this is the horizontal. Horizontal. And then we'll just flip it around. And this is the vertical. What does everyone think? Horizontal or vertical? This is the vertical. Vertical, Lisa says. One vote for vertical. Thinking maybe some pretty pink ribbon behind it. I think definitely. So while you're voting, I'm going to cut some ribbon. So far, Lisa's winning with the vertical vote. All right, I think this could be a little bit trimmed a little better. I know, I'm just eyeballing it. And actually, I think I'm going to go at an angle. And this one can go at an angle as well. So we have You're the Best. You can trim up your sentiment tag however you want. And then we'll do the same on the ribbon. Just give it a little bit more. This ribbon is one of the in color ribbons because, of course, Pretty in Pink is an in color, and actually so is Peach Pie. And they are available. This is such a fun ribbon. It is so pliable, I called it. And it's very pliable. It's very easy to tie. Very easy to tie. This one doesn't look like a tie one. So I'm going to go ahead and add a piece of tear and tape to the back of this. And then mount it on the ribbon. So now I have a horizontal and a vertical. Who's going to jump on here and be the tiebreaker? Anybody? All right. Well, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back anyway, so you still have time to lock in your vote. All right. No one's going to be a tiebreaker. Well, that's no fun. All right. Don't want that to be too far over. Okay. Well, we'll go with vertical then. All right, we're going to put this one on. Put it on about there. Then we're going to put this one on. Because they're overlapping, I didn't put any dimensionals there. There we go. And then we will put some dimensionals on the back of this, or actually not use the ribbon scissors. I'm just going to do a chunk of border. Excuse me. All right. You are the best. So there we have that one. Can take, and this needs to be trimmed down. I just cut into quarter sheets. So we will cut this down and give it an inside. I just cut it down to 4 5 1/4. And you're the best can be anything. This might have enough ink on it. Ta-da. Now we're going to try to get it in there. All right. There we go. Now I know I have some embellishments. Yes, Glenda, the Spotlight on Nature bundle says it will be available the week of July 1st. The dies, I think, are going to be available next week. But dang, Jean voted in a little late. It's already vertical. Anyway, the bundle is supposed to be available, but I think it's going to be earlier. If I see it, I'll put a thing on my page or something. Yeah, or I can send you an email. I see it come out a little earlier than they're saying. Everybody's anxiously awaiting for it to be on the bundle sale, and it's taking its sweet time. Because the dies are going to be here earlier, I'm hoping, because we make our own stamps, that they're going to get it there. Get the stamps there on time for somebody to get it on the bundle sale if they want it. That is my hope. So I will keep you updated. All right. Can use those. Or I have some that are not sparkly. I don't know. I kind of like the sparkly version of this one. Well, apparently I'm not going to find them. I need to come up with better organization. I'm working on it. I'm working on better organization. but so far it hasn't hit. What do you think? Oh, actually, maybe I like the opaque ones. Maybe this is more this one. Okay, we're gonna put this aside. All right, we'll add some bling. And then I'll show you where a friend of mine in my team group. So if you're on my team, you may have seen this already. We're gonna do. We'll do 3. And we'll do 5. My team group. I'm a part of the Hive, which is a bigger group than just my people. Anyway, one of my friends did a video on the sketches on page 22. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the sketches on page 22 are many, many different ways to make a card. So we just did this one right here. Although I didn't use the thread behind it. My friend Marcy did a video using this, and I thought, oh, this will be perfect. I'll use it as my mystery stamping. So, very bright. You're the best. Kind of a fun card. July 1st is too late, but like I said, I'm not too sure that it won't come in earlier than that. Because even if it, yeah, we're all hoping. The people in the leaders group are all hoping that it will come in before the end of the sale. So I will try to keep you guys posted. Like I can tell you on the 27th or something for sure if I've seen it or not. Otherwise, before that. So anyway, thank you for joining me. And I would love to see your cards if you created something with this mystery stamping recipe. So I know I'm using that orange. Surprise, surprise. So, and we decided the date for Stampin' Cross Country. I sent everyone an email that registered with me. So go check your email if you want to know and get your surveys done too, so you can get in on the drawing for a fantastic prize. I think it's a one of a kind. Anyway, the date is going to be September 27th and 28th. So mark your calendars, and registration will probably be open in August, I'd say. Yes, August, I'd say definitely. So anyway, thank you for crafting with me, and have a wonderful evening. Good night.